Hello everyone, my name is Mitz and here back with Head as Code. Before we go into the game again, I wanted to since I want to actually go through the lexicon as as it goes, because I checked it out and they actually have, I guess, initial profiles of the characters. We already got almost a fourth of it. And I remember already checking at least one of them. What was it? Yeah, we checked out ourselves. And I'm pretty sure this will be interesting, good information as we go along. So we'll just go down A. A, the old man. I think he's probably the person going to be betting is at least the most suspicious person, I guess. He does think bad, at least in some way. Physical. This man is easily the eldest in the group. He seems extremely physically frail and he harbors no otherworldly abilities. The way he dresses is strange, like a knight, as if he was some sort of old knight with shoulder pads. Always with him, his bag carries his necessities. In it, one could find pencils, paper, erasers, scissors, and so on. Maybe the game would already bring it up as the games go along, but I'm I just want to make sure we get this information right now so I can think about it later. Psyche. This old man is never without some sort of smile. He's a smile, you say. Smile and shine. He's recipient to speak first, as he prefers gauging his approach based on a situation already in development. He calls himself a knight of justice and is a good mediator. Notes. Nobody knows if the stuff he wears is made of real gold. Maybe he's rich, maybe he's not. You decide. I'm gonna say I don't care. I don't need to know he's rich, but I'm pretty sure it's probably not real, because I'm pretty sure that would be fucking heavy with real gold plating, Jesus. Yeah, I guess the most intriguing character. Physical. This girl is 27 years old. She looks quite frail and has said that she is both blind and deaf. Despite her disability, she doesn't seem too fazed by the world around her. The dress she wears is a stark contrast to the headset she has. Something more lifelike versus the technology she has in her head. Her hair is a strange color. Well, it's completely white, it looks like. Right, if I'm remembering right. Psyche. She's a gentle and caring soul. She usually weighs her words very carefully because she's afraid of saying the wrong thing. She's a lot more than she appears, regardless of her pleasant company. She remains shrouded in mystery. Notes. Someone qualifies her voice as nice to hear, even melodious despite it being average. That's a weird distinction to have, though. That's be important for something or another, right? Escape room. Oh yes, the clear old thing. Escape room's reality. The escape room genre is usually referred to games containing an enclosed location where the goal is to find a way out. Various objects generally can be collected, combined, and used to achieve escape. It's a subgenre of adventure games that is often used for point-and-click games. Oh boy, I remember playing that in my childhood. The genre was popularized within online Flash games back in 2000. Yeah. Suddenly in this game, while there are escape room segments, they do not provide the ability to fully explore them manually. Collect items, combine them to use them in various creative ways. I think it's because of the limitation of the remaster was. I hope there's puzzles in the DeForge game. Oh yeah, and I know there's technically one puzzle in this game, which is going to be intriguing for me to try to figure out my own. At least Simon and the others are solving them, as they are part of the setting. I mean, if they can't solve them, then how can I do this? The humble viewer, audience, player member. Gene H, I already know your names. Greta, I think her name was? Physical. This twin is a teenager. She's about as fit as you expect, and she doesn't have any otherworldly capabilities. Her dressing habits are the same as her sister. Exactly the same. And the two of them do so similarly on purpose. Even as she likes jeans a lot, she keeps her wardrobe varied. She keeps her hair in pigtails as she's playing up her youth. Pigtail. Psyche. She is slightly shyer than her sister, but while she's more innocent looking, she still harbors intelligence that is not to be underestimated. She's capable on her own, and the fact her sister doesn't believe that annoys her. Notes. While twins are students, due to the month, it's expected that they'd reach graduation by now. This twin is a teenager, Hannah, I think. She's about as fit as you expect, and she doesn't have any otherworldly capabilities. Dressing his habits similar to her sister, the two of them do something on purpose. She jeans a lot, and the same thing. Keeps her pigtails the same. Psyche, she's far more hot-headed than her sister. And she has her own share of issues stemming from her past at school. She doesn't seem to care about it. She's the kind of person who only looks forwards, and she harbors a great desire to protect her sister. So I guess Hannah is actually trying to break in my head. She's Pandora. The real quote-unquote Pandora, if you're confused about that. Notes. Yeah, they're reaching graduation right now. The distinction between... So the old cast of, what was it? My Emptiness is technically like all from 2013 or something like that, I think. No, wait, no. 2013 was like basically the year like the game took hold, and like they took a place earlier than that. I mentioned like at least how like one of the E2AA mentioned, I think a core. I think it was Greta who mentioned something about like dial-up internet, which I still don't remember ever hearing about that line anywhere in the game. I'm probably just stupid about that. Jasmine Karen Berner, that's her Simon's friend. And Crush, it's physical. Jasmine is 24 years old. She's not especially strong, and she does not have any otherworldly capabilities. Her accent is fine, even without her glasses. Does not have any otherworldly capabilities. That's a common thing here. I've seen that's the whole thing about the superpowers from Zero Escape, the Esper thing. Oh god, and I'm just remembering how oh god, what was his name? Just Tia was all about that sort of thing. Jeez. Her eyesight is fine, even without her glasses, which is why she really looks through them. She likes to wear classy outfits doubled with her cute appeal, and she generally dyes her hair pink. Psyche. Jasmine is caring and supportive as big sister. She's a good head on her shoulders and can easily analyze someone's limits to avoid pushing them too much. She rarely hesitates, making her a truly ideal candidate for leadership. Notes. The extent of Simon's affection towards her is unclear, but he certainly misses her after 4 years. I think we can already tell how that was afterwards. Oh, can I also mention how I love like the whole gear thing? Like moving on, I love it. Oh yes, the man himself. Marco Martin. Oh, that's his last name. Literally Eminem is actually really appropriate for him. Nice. Marco is 24 years old. He's not too weak, yet he doesn't harbor any otherworldly capabilities. Doesn't have the physical Esper power. He's not psychic. He just has good intuition. He generally wears a shirt with some advanced concept or another on it. Always custom made, and he never goes out without his authentic jacket. Oh yes, the red jacket. It's actually nice. He also highly enjoys his piercings and a tattoo. Oh yeah, that. Psyche. Marco can't place 2 words without thinking of a stupid pun or dumb joke. That's me. In contrast to his joking nature, he's still fairly smart. He has a master's degree in a complex scientific field, which is no easy feat. Despite that, he's also very lazy. Yeah, me. He's been Simon's roommate for 3 years and might harbor feelings for him, yet they are unrequited. Might harbor feelings. Might. I ship it. No. The Metro reality. Oh yeah, I think I heard like actually these are supposed to be like routes, like the colors. Green route, yellow route, orange route, blue route. Does that mean the orange route is gonna be the longest in the finale? Oh boy. The Metro of Montreal is a subway comprised of 4 colored lines. Now, the orange line, which is the longest line, made of 31 stations and shaped like the letter U. The blue line, which is made of 12 stations connected to the orange line, and shaped like a lightning bolt. The green line, which is made of 27 stations going across the orange and yellow lines. And the yellow line made of 3 stations mostly that connect to or sitting on the other side of the river. Naturally, it's impossible to include all the stations of the game. There are plans to add a pink line to this complex system, but those plans haven't been finalized until 2020. The pink line exists by 2020. Apologies for the inaccuracy between reality and fiction. Feel free to imagine its existence. I'm gonna imagine it's right there down the vertical line, and I already completely forgot all these different numbers because my brain is like a cheese. It just goes through one hole and out the other. Swiss holes. Montreal. Situated on an island surrounding a small mountain, Mont Royal, from which Montreal takes its name, is one of the biggest cities in Quebec, Canada. It's a melting pot of cultures and languages with many different ethnicities living in the same space. Its many sites such as the Old Montreal, the Botanical Garden, the Notre Dame Basilica, St. Joseph's Oratory, and more make it a nice place for tourism. There's also the Fine Arts Museum, which Simon has visited a few times, even if he fails to understand exactly what's so great about fine arts despite studying the subject. Oh god, he did mention he just joined because of, god damn it. Jesus Christ, Simon. I heavily like the arts, though. I love it so much. I mean, that's why I'm playing through these games. Are very, very heavily story-based, so I have appreciation for them. Ray character, oh boy, I'm gonna love this guy, huh? Physical. Ray's about 50 years old, built like a truck. He's a very tall and imposing man, even if he has no otherworldly capabilities. He has an issue finding clothes that fit him, even the suits he wears look slightly undersized. The gray growing his hair, slightly covering the fact he's a redhead. Slowly covering the fact. Psyche, Ray is a very irate man, or irate. Whenever he speaks up, he always talks harshly and directly, much to the displeasure of everyone else. In a way, that makes him reliable, since if he doesn't like you, you'll be very aware of it. Despite that, he's a teacher. Oh boy. Note, he always carries around a flask with a suspicious drink. Oh, that's a flask? He might be alcoholic, which would explain his constant bad mood. Nice. And our main character, Simon. Foreigner. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a goddamn pun for foreigner. Like, Jesus Christ. Simon is 24 years old. He's your very average guy without any otherworldly capabilities whatsoever. Obviously not. He actually started losing weight after beginning his work for Pizza Hewitt. not to be confused with the popular real-world thing of Pizza Hut. Since he eats smaller meals now as a result of it. There's one physical thing he excels at, it's running away. Psyche. Simon is quite the cowardly guy, easily struck with indecision and uncertainties. He very often imagines the worst-case scenarios, which only feeds into that. Regardless of his nature, he maintains his composure well, even if he's a wreck. Nope, yep, that's me. Wondering how I got into this situation, huh? Your record scratch? Yep, this is me. You're probably wondering about this kind of situation. Well, it's a long story. It all started back to the year of my birth. No. Guess anything can happen to normal guys like me. Wait, so the notes are basically a combination of, like, I'm literally, like, third person, Simon, like, notes melodious voice, and literally just, Smiley. There is no one. Look elsewhere. They have died. No longer there. Different person? Who? Me or you? No one can tell into the smile. Intentions well, really just vile. Time news all endlessly. Time breaks all ultimately. You may explore, but never escape. I'm all the same under this cape. Nice poem, and also that's quite ominous. I love it. I'm loving it. Collars. Oh, so that's what it looks like in the back. Nice. Each collar has a number. Oh. Okay, this is just revealing it all. Okay. Number 1 is worn by the gentle twin. 2 is worn by Simon. 3 is worn by Marco. 4 is worn by the old man. 5 is worn by the other twin. 6 is worn by Ray. 7 is worn by the enigmatic girl. Also, enigmatic and e-girl. Nice. 8 is worn by Jasmine. All of them can be beheaded if rules are broken. So Jasmine is technically now dead. At least until we catch up to the, plot. The dating game. Fiction. A deadly game organized by someone who only makes themselves known as Smiley, whose objective is to escape. The solution inferred by his monologue is to find the 9th person of the group, which is soon to be hidden somewhere among the stations. Well, this information is good to know, and we still have quite a few more things to go. But anyway, we're going to go back to the game. Yeah, that. See? She's not dumb, at least. But more importantly, I know none of you trust anyone else now, but we need to do what he says. We need to check our collars and take the train. I think they're all gonna go over, like, the numbers now. Oh, that's right! We still don't know our numbers. Let's do that. Very quickly, we all checked each other's numbers. Numbers 1 through 4 were G, me, Marco, and A, respectively. Oh, they're just literally going through it quickly. Okay, nice. H, Ray, E, and Jasmine were numbers 5 through 8. Definitely has to be important somehow, but... Wait, as Jasmine mentioned, there's a 9th person. How did they figure that information out yet? Just as we thought. No one had the number 9. Strangely, too, our collar numbers also had a color. G had green, I had blue. Oh, nice. Blue's my favorite color. Marco had orange, A had yellow, H had aqua, Ray had white, E had red, and Jasmine had purple. Of course it wouldn't be so easy, huh? And one of these weird colors. It wouldn't be much of a game if you could solve it in seconds. Oh my gosh, the routes. Wait, so what combines with blue to make orange? Nothing. While we checked our collars, a train slowly arrived at the station. That's purple. Its doors opened like a yawning abyss representing our futures. For certain moments of inertia, I asked what everyone was thinking. Is a train waiting for us? Don't be silly, Simon. Trains don't wait for people. Oh my... God. Jasmine stared at me accusingly. I shrugged in retaliation. I was the one who opposed that thought earlier, but maybe it was true. Oh my God, now you're a hypocrite. Well, we don't have a choice. I don't think anybody really wanted to go down the tunnel earlier, and this is safe. Safe enough, at least. Ray grunted in dissatisfaction. Thinking about it now, actually, how is the game gonna go from like this point to transition to, like, you know, him on the couch? I'm actually curious about that too. Let's split into 4 groups of 2 then. I think for many of us this will be rather easy to determine. Oh, fuck that. If I end up with a Smiley fuckhead, what if they get me, huh? And do you know who they are then, sir? You're the one who's afraid of that? But no, you're wrong. It's safer this way, actually, because listen, if we're in groups of 2 and someone comes like alone, what does it mean, you think? That's right. The only one who comes back will be super suspicious. I don't think anyone will act out if we all take a station at the same time. So basically that means, like, for someone who killed Jasmine, it's either a person who's out of the game right entirely, or people working together. Or when it comes up, literally, several people decide to go off alone for one reason or another, and they all don't have alibis, and I'm gonna assume Marco's one of them for no reason, because drama. Which means this is the best course of action. It'd be pretty cool drama, though. Marco changed the subject, inquiring about our location instead. This side of the station, it's going towards the north side, right? I don't think we have a compass on hand, so you should have a clear sense of direction. Compass. It wouldn't make any sense if it went the other way, that's true. Alright, going north then. We've been heading towards the north earlier, after all. If we left the train, we were on the east side of the station. Let's go in. If we stay here too long, we'll die of hunger or dehydration, or even worse if something else happened. Like a fight breaking out, I thought. With Ray around, that was possible. He already looked angry again. The sooner we're out, the earlier we can return to our lives, right? Back to my graphical design and me with my college degree and pizzeria sciencery. For now, at the very least, I'm in favor of doing as Smiley says, because everyone knows you gotta turn that frown upside down. Yay! Okay. Otherwise, we can't get out right now. Do you get it now, Ray? H, G, you both good? What about you, A? Are you good with E? I.e., are you gonna listen to what I say, you fuckers? All of them nodded. The groups all naturally split up among those who ride together. H went with G, A was the only one who could communicate with E, so he went with her, and for us, it was actually more complicated. I could go with Jasmine or Marco, but Ray would be alone. Marco's gonna go with Ray, so... However, if we were meant to split up, depending on our links, then I need to go with Marco. What sort of link could Jasmine and Ray have shared? Hey, Earth to S, respond. Snap, snap, come on. He's still out of it. Slap! Huh? We can put the team any way you like. I don't mind if you pick who should go with Ray. Yeah, who has to babysit him? Ray narrowed his eyes in his direction. Yeah, I didn't trust Marco with Ray in the end. I felt like a fight would really break out if I put them together, which meant I really didn't have much of a choice. I felt... Ooh. Huh. Well, we did group up after some other points, so I felt like Jasmine could handle whatever Ray could throw her way, so I went with Marco. So I guess after they meet up again is where the things continue to link up again. Just thinking of like depending on that was literally this is literally a flashback to the choices we make lead to that ending where Jasmine is dead. So Besides, maybe this is how the pairs were meant to be. They're all meant to be. We ought to link somehow in the dating game with Marco. Oh, blush. No, wait. Wouldn't it be the other way? I had known Jasmine for far longer than I known Marco. But, you know, Jasmine's is gone for you. So who knows how different things go? Huh? What was I thinking all of a sudden? Was I trying to crack some kind of weird code? Yeah, you gotta imagine this code in your head. You know, head is code. Okay. Head-ass code. It's like I was taking pleasure saw this situation. Yep, that's me. That's everyone here. I remember I've seen some games they basically just call people out, and I love it. I love getting called out. I wish I had to clear it up. I mean, if you have any story that basically just literally just makes the player feel bad, in a I was gonna say bad in a good way, but that's a weird way to think about it. But if it's a good brain story that makes you feel bad, there's nothing that's better, right? I mean, why do you think games like Danganronpa and, like, I guess on some sort of level, Zero Escape, because, you know, usually the endings are like quote-unquote happy endings, even though Virtue's Last Reward was sort of bittersweet. Virtue's Last Reward is like my favorite game, based in puzzles, story, plot hooks, twists, characters, and the ending. Yeah, I love it. Maybe I've just been underground for too long, and this kind of kidnapping is any fun to me. You don't want to do escape room stuff now, huh? Okay, Jay, you're with Ray, and I'll go with M. Is that fine by you? Wait, no, M is going with us, so MS. Microsoft, okay. She nodded at me. For some reason, I felt as though she was dissatisfied with the outcome despite having given me the choice. She wanted to go with us? Simon? You clueless fuck. At least then Ray and Marco wouldn't fight. Everyone had their team now. Since we couldn't access the other side of the station, there was only one direction we could take. The twins entered the train first. Denoting wasn't moving yet, my group followed suit. I figured the system was automated to some degree, or maybe the mastermind behind all this could see us. I should have run up my spine at the thought. Were there scanners in the doors or something? Cameras we couldn't see? Suddenly I grew very self-conscious. Everything I've ever done is now growing bad in my eyes. Don't think too much about it. I did earlier and, well, things didn't go well for my head. Well, you got some level, you gotta think about it. She sighed in discouragement, closing her eyes for a moment. I wordlessly agreed with her. What are those platings on E actually is like, you know, that sort of thing, the cameras and all that? The doors closed and we were greeted by a pre-recorded speech telling us what the next station was. What station is that? Proton Station, Guarden Menger. With all this, I had almost forgotten. The train had French diction here. It said the next station was a Garden Munger, whatever that was. Normally I just sit down and stare blank at the wall to see which of us would blink first, but since we were just a handful, I figured some chatter wouldn't hurt. So, what's your favorite movie? The real question was what's the best topic to pick. The group's age spread at the current time. I want to know your ages, because I want to be ageist. Gosh. Whatever reason we've been kidnapped before, Smiley didn't discriminate, huh? Oh, that's what you're worried about. What do you mean? I mean, we have 2 teenagers, 4 young adults, a middle-aged man, and an old man in the group. It's quite an extensive age gap. Too bad we don't have a young kid in this here, huh? Or a toddler, or a baby. Watch who you're calling middle-aged. I'll send you to the middle ages myself. Okay, I love that. He cracked his knuckles menacingly. Whoa there, that doesn't make any sense. You know what they call those the Dark Ages? Yeah, you're not gonna see anything anymore. I'm done. So hold your tongue, kiddo. I love you. He dropped the topic momentarily and I stayed silent for a few seconds. The fact you're a teacher as well is amazing to me. He grabbed his flask and said to drink from it. Oh. Maybe he thought alcohol was going to calm him down, but I didn't think it would help. God. Having narrowly avoided a beating, I decided to let the topic rest too. The air was so tense when we arrived at the station I caught myself holding my breath. The doors finally opened, but nobody was in a hurry to leave. Station, Cardi Minger. Well, I guess we don't have a choice. The doors aren't closing, so what if Smiley said was true? 2 of us have to leave here. I don't mind going first, but if nobody else wants to, I also wouldn't mind that. I need to think of a way to make Marco's and some of his voices distinct. Because I'll think about it at some point. Knowing him, he really didn't want to leave the train yet. Maybe he was afraid of what could happen. I looked at the others and eventually the old man smiled. Oh, very well. We'll be taking the station then. Please join me a moment to let E know. He was in the station outside the window while he was doing that. It was remarkably similar to the one we previously were at. Large metal plates covered the wall. Whoever Smiley was, whatever he did in life somehow, he could have the equipment to modify every single station in the subway. Before I managed to frighten myself more, the old man saluted us to take his departure. We shall see each other again, I hope. If not, say troubles and I shall pray for you to make it out alive. Okay, bye, Mr. Knight in Shining Armor. He left the train, followed by the girl. The two of them waited us. Rather, the old man waited us, but E waited at an empty compartment. Hey, okay, bye. I love it, poor girl. The two of them continued forward until they stepped through the open doorway. As soon as E vanished inside, the door slid to a closed state with a soft thump. Dun, dun, dun. Nice. To that, the doors to the train close as well, and we set off once more into the grand abyss of the tunnel. This time without two of the passengers. Our numbers are slowly dwindling. Approaching station. Bibville for the week. I figured I could keep talking to the others while we were in here, but before I could do so, Marcus said something. I'm starting to get hungry, and I don't really know why. Yeah, me too, now you mention it. Hey, you know how hunger works, right? No. What do you mean? When you get hungry, you don't really get hungry the way we think you do. Like, there's some emptiness in your stomach and it growls, right? It's a little, I think, well, from what I can piece together in my own head from my classes, basically, your stomach, like, runs out of things to digest and starts digesting itself over and over again. And that's the growl, and that's why it gets painful after a while. So basically, if you don't eat something, your whole body will start digesting itself. So, yeah. It's literally just putting food into your mouth and down to your stomach to make sure, your stomach's asses, like, has something else to do than, kill you from the inside slowly. Yeah, that's how I know I'm hungry. Or you feel hungry. In reality, it's just some kind of signal. Your body's like, hey, I'm not digesting anymore, and there's free space. Send food. And then your brain receives a message. I guess. You're the science man here, so I don't know about all that. I like how the game is like, oh, what was it? I need to look back at the Birth Me Code playthrough. What was it? Like, yeah. I want to see what his major was in the college, because they're obviously being very, very vague about it, and I want to know. I want to remember it so hard. I think it's pseudoscience, though. Man, didn't you have biology classes? You should know all of this already. If I had to guess, that was far too long ago for both of us. I've been working for a few years now, so I never had the opportunity to think about it again. Yeah. Besides, we don't have the time to really talk about it. Oh yeah, the next station's coming. Oh, dang, I want to talk about stomach acids. If you want, I'll tell you about it later. I'll pass, I think. Oh, come on. Learn the scientific facts and manage to go through in life. You gotta learn new things. Ugh. Nothing obstruction dropped. I sighed and surrendered myself to his wiles. Fine, okay. But later. Once again, the doors opened. Once again, nobody moved. So around decided to take the lead. I gathered my courage and stepped forward. Alright, Em. It's our turn now. Okay. I guess we can go now that we know it's not going to kill us. Are you sure about that? It wouldn't make any sense if it did, don't you think? At any rate, let's just see each other. Let's see each other later, everyone. I'll come back in one piece, too. That means you're not allowed to lose your fingers, your arm, or even your hair. Dang, I want to lose a piece of my hair. I pulled him out of the train before he kept building himself into a bigger laughing stock. That's how we always want to be. I gave away to Jasmine, who returned in kind with a nod. So, what now? I looked around, especially seeing the same as the previous ones. Giant metal plates, open doorway. I pointed at it. I think that's a destination. What? Not even? You don't want to go through this doorway? This looks so more inviting. The iron bars so you can barely see everything. Oh, how about we go through the TV and just run up and just head slam into it? That's the best way to do it, right? We'll have more time to talk once we search this place proper. Lead the way, Mr. Intrepid. Intrepid. He made an exaggerated gesture towards the entrance, almost folding himself over like some kind of butler. Isn't any wonder why I love him? Some things never change, I guess. And I took the lead anyway. How could I not have done so after that display of politeness? Oh, thank you, kind sir. Once I stepped inside the tiny staircase lobby, I realized this place was actually decently lit. Perhaps it's just my eyes getting used to the relative darkness. The moment Marco walked through the doorway to ascend the staircase with me, the door closed behind us with a soft, sliding sound. Shoo. Right next to it, on the inside, was a small keypad. It took numbers. I see, so we're trapped. Guess we have to find the code to reopen the door or just move further in. You think Smiley would have put us in here directly and avoid the train business? Whatever the case, let's get going already. I'm starting to get really hungry. Maybe we'll find some food here, like some M&Ms. I don't think Smiley will let us die from starvation since we're his lifeblood, yeah? Food seemed to be wishful thinking. Still, there's no point wasting time, so we went up to the stairs. What waited us there was rather strange, to be honest. Oh! Huh. Nice. It was a library. There were rows upon rows of books. Bookshelves were completely filled to the brim. I love this aesthetic. Here and there were a few little computers scattered around, but most importantly was the fact there were windows. Unfortunately, all the windows had metal plates bolted over them. We weren't getting those open anytime soon. I just love the aesthetic of libraries, it's amazing. There was one window which was uncovered, but when I looked through it, I saw a very bizarre sight. It was some kind of weird, small room. I assume this was a scanner Smiley mentioned previously. Scanner? So this was our exit then. I'm probably like messing my memories all up a bit then again. Not that I had been able to leave at that moment, since going through there would have probably killed me if I tried. Oh, is it the XX room scanners? Our researcher eventually also showed us there was a bunch of benches to relax or read books on, and some tables and seats were off to the sides. And this place is rather big at that. Oh look, there's a little map here. You can see how big this place is, and that must be our exit room over there. Now it's certainly becoming handy. This place is decently big. I'll take care of this side and you look through the other side. Just let me know if you find anything cool or interesting. Like a nice pop. I said cool, not cold. I'm obviously talking about leaving this room ASAP, Eminem. Codes, objects we can take and such. How do you know all this? Roger then. Aye aye, Captain. Marco split up for me as I took in the size of this room. There are so many books in this place, I was sure I could have stayed there my whole life, reading one a day and still not being done by my death. Crack the code! Jesus, a lot to look at here. Guess that's a way to go upstairs and look at the clock, yeah? Okay, so this is the side, he's taking this side, and there's like a bathroom here. Nice. So, I mean, this is the side we came up to. I think down this hallway leads to the scanner. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Did you already find anything? You know, now I think about it, your appetite's made me a lot hungrier than I thought I was. You work at a pizzeria, right? Pizza Hewitt, was it? Driving the city, delivering food for people with futures. That's my job. What about it? Oh boy, that's really depressing to put it. With futures. Futures. Why are you in the getup? Why are you in the getup today? Didn't you have some exams? I had a shit this morning before the exams, and you'd be surprised how much people order pizza in the early hours of the day. Absolutely insane, I tell you. Pizza's good. Well, then, if delivering food to people with futures is your job, you should pay yourself a pizza then. The finals went well, and you got a future, right, Simon? Maybe not in this place for the time being. I tried to avoid outright decline to get pizza, and my grimace was probably telling. Maybe, but I just don't really know where I'm going. So about that future, it's not that bright. Be sure I did not present the topic any longer. It seemed like just as I dodged the topic of pizza, he dodged the one about the future. We all had our fair share of worries. Don't call me Simon here, call me S. We have nicknames for a reason. Oh my god, we can talk to him more. I love it. Yes. Marco? Bolo? Yes! I'm here. What's up? And what happened to calling each other by our first letter? I shrugged in defense, truly having no retort to that. He was right. Oh yeah, I didn't have the time to tell you earlier, but remember when I said I recall something about Ray? Do you remember something? Yeah, he was my teacher maybe 2 years ago. He was a teacher of science things. These aren't only science things. They're also important life lessons. Essentially, you're right though. He was teaching some science class, quote unquote. And any clue about the others too while you're at it? Marco looked pensive. Actually, not a clue about the others, only Ray. Maybe something from the university ties us together. I'm shaking my head, knowing full well Jasmine had never gone there. Probably connections people. Like the degrees of... What was it called? Degrees of connection. The whole thing where the theory was, in 7 degrees you can connect everything to something else random. Like, for example, someone can connect them Egyptian pyramids to cell phones. Like varying facts. Like maybe the pyramids were built this year, and this same year, something else related to how cell phones were made in the future were, developed. That sort of thing. Maybe that's how it is. Be quiet, this is a library. Near the counter was a rather large poster, we wouldn't miss it. It read, "Please be quiet, this is a library." Did you read that, Em? I guess we have to be silent now, or else we'd anger the librarian, and then we'd banned from the library. Well, there doesn't seem to be anyone around, so I guess I'll be the librarian then, and my first action would be smash their exit open. Oh, I currently have no order to do so on my bare hands. My bare fists. If you really want to do that, then by all means, go ahead. I don't want to hurt my fist just pounding on it. Remember Ray and how he tried to slam open that door? Yeah. Our best bet as I see this place is someone saying my name 3 times without a suggestion. Marco Martin, Marco Martin, Marco Martin. How do you feel? So trapped because you summoned me here, where I already was, you buffoon. Yeah. Between us both, I definitely wasn't the buffoon. You're the one who called his name 3 times? You indulged his joke and you're calling... You're saying you're not the buffoon. Simon. Simon. God damn it. You're just about as funny. You're slowly turning just as about as funny as Date was in AI Insomnium Files. God damn it. Anything but trash. This place is a bunch of garbage bins strewn around. They were all in locations close to the wall. Even normally they were situated in more accessible places just in case you dropped trash behind them by mistake. If Smiley wanted us to live here for a long time, at least we were not short on suitable housing for Ray. He patted the top of the bin. I'll leave it to you to turn everything you find to a joke. I love it. I live for it. Oh, that's actually a place to look. Nice. I saw Marco stare at a plant. Nice plant. Good plant. Pet. Pet. I'll name you Jeffrey. That was pretty rude of him, so I went over to tell him to stop doing that right this instant and learn some manners instead. However, when I came nearer, he lifted a hand as if to tell me to stop. Hold on. Plant. Plant. Another one of your dumb jokes? They're not dumb. I know, I just remembered. I knew a girl named Plante before. Really? That's kind of weird. It's not really a name. Maybe more like someone's last name. No, it wasn't her first name, you dumbass. It was like... Oh, yeah. He set his fingers and he fixed it up as he discovered the secret to immortality or something is equally important. Her name was Anastasia Plante. She was a little silly in the head. Remember her? She had white hair. Really weird. Anastasia Plante, you say? That could fit E. I don't know if that was due to condition or... Anyway, at least her name wasn't Enest Europe or something from where like Enest America. Like, didn't know you even knew other people. You learn things every day. He looked at me like a sad little puppy as I chose to discard his dumb joke. And then, after I gave him a pat on the shoulder to reassure him in his trying time, we split up again. I love it. But, Anastasia Plante. I really want to sit down, but if I did, I knew Marco would make fun of me. Get off your ass and actually do something for once. Even worse, it would make our search go by so much slower. I just abandoned the idea, but if I ever had a reason, I'd definitely take it. Those pillars, not... Is this actually, like, literally, like... Is this, like, an impossible balcony? Like, jeez. I couldn't get up there alone. There were no ladders tall enough in this room, and unless we stacked enough books, which would take a year to do, and be very dangerous to climb, we weren't getting up there. I'm gonna make an inaccessible second floor. Maybe it's meant to be accessible because it's not a real library. Not meant to be, but it's just a replica. Or the books up there are duds. But why? I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to make this into a believable living space? Like a big study room? Anyway, maybe we can get up there if one of us lifts the other. You think I'm gonna lift you up there? You've got some kind of delusion. It's all good, I could do it instead. I'm okay with it. Maybe if it ends up being necessary, then fine. Just don't drop me. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around or desert you. I took a moment to appreciate the architecture of this place. Yeah, I really like the aesthetics. While I didn't really have a job related to that field, I was still allowed to admire the handiwork. I love the interior design decorating here. Next it was some kind of painting. I didn't recognize what it was, just some kind of landscape. A few of those disseminated around these parts. Assuming that's... Recycling bin, or, oh, it's a computer. Oh, it's an ATM. Look, an ATM? I'm gonna use it to get some money out. He pushed a few buttons. Nothing happened, so he pushed some more. At some point, he stopped pushing buttons and started mashing his hands down against the machine. Hey, whoa, stop with the rage against the machine. This thing isn't working, and now you're telling me I have to stop listening to music too? It's probably not even an ATM. How'd there be an ATM here anyway? This is a library. Yeah, but... Okay, fine, it's a library, so stop making so much noise. I abandoned the pursuit, choosing to point out that he was causing much bigger ruckus than I ever would have done. Gosh dang it. I think it's like I guess a record finder or something. There was an area back there with a desk, a bin, some bookshelves, and a chair. It was a little cozy, but there wasn't enough space for anyone to really study there. Looking up, I saw there was a hole in the middle of the second floor, showing more railings. Falling over would prove difficult, though that hole's a little silly too. Like, literally, it's just a fence over a hole. It would be what I expected of a match or something. This corner was far too small to constitute that. I just love areas like this where it's completely inaccessible. Like, I don't know why, it just feels so more cozy. Like, if I'm up here, no one can touch me. Not my little hidey hole up here. You're not allowed down. If you people down there, you're not allowed to get up here. Oh crap, you're actually getting up here. Go away. No, stop, no! It'd be what I expected out of a mansion or something, but this corner was far too small to constitute that. Probably just for aesthetics. Probably so, and I love it. I live for it. Hello, yes, I'm here to return the first edition of Herb Wright and Materials. There's no one behind the counter. I'm behind the counter. No, you're in front of it. I'm behind the counter for whoever will be on the other side. That doesn't... It's... When I thought of what I said, that's the way I noticed. Oh my god. You say his jokes are bad, but yours are even worse. Like, jeez. What in trash? I looked into the bin. Who would hide anything inside a bin anyway? Wasn't that unsanitary? Oh gosh. Suddenly didn't know proper hygiene etiquette. After much consideration, I didn't either, since I assumed there would be something inside the bin. I tried moving it, but it was strongly bolted to the floor, preventing me from doing so. Hey, are all the bins stuck in the ground? Yep. I checked the others already. Actually, that reminds me. One of them had something. He produced a book out of nowhere. I'd probably grimace at that. Marco, that was in the trash. Doesn't look terrible to me. I think it would be useful. This book is called the Cephallo Codex. Cephallo Codex. The title is A Study in the Variables of the Head. I wonder if they talk about codes as well. Weird. It has a key with an eye for a handle on the cover. Eyes. Yeah, that's pretty weird. Why is that kind of book here? Are we in one of the installations of the MTS? The MTS stood for the Montreal Transport Society, which is a company that regulated everything related to the metro from the trains and train tickets to the staff. I thought Smiley might have been a member of the staff now that Marco brought it up. That, or they, like, Does that mean, like, literally, like, if this is part of the whole Montreal, like, train station thing, like, literally parts of, like, the place or the entire, like, routes are all, like, just shut down, or, like, this is a completely made area for it. They even made a train! Like, they must be really, like, really good. They must really know their trains, huh? If you wasn't, how do you manage to do all this? I'll keep the book. Do you mind? Nope. Feel free to go study if you want. I had to look for somewhere suitable to read this. Oh, gosh. I sat down with the book Marco handed to me. I decided this would be the perfect place to start studying it. Oh shit, I'm missing something. Upon opening the book, I saw that it was empty of writing. The entire thing was like one of those Bibles, an empty slot where a drunkard priest would put a beer in some B movie. Ow. And it's locked. The little gold box is a golden lock, so until I finally unlock it, that's the end of the road for that idea. I stood up and continued my search for a key. Probably up the stairs. With the clock, maybe. I ascended the stairs. I was looking for, there were about as many books as there were on this first floor. And yes, first floor, because it was first in the ground. I didn't live in England. Actually, I was wrong about that. This wasn't the first floor, was it? We were underground. I'll take a moment to contemplate the idea. Well, for our purposes, until we can figure out exactly our thing, this is the second floor, okay? Got it? Got it. Don't think too deeply about it, okay, Simon? If we had been underground, it would have been the second floor, but since we are, we'll probably listen to them like, okay, you were thinking so deeply about this, oh my god. I had my mouth in shock. I probably was overground now, actually, because we took a flight of stairs up from the metro in the first place. Oh, god damn it. Oh, we're above ground! Maybe there's a way to leave this room and escape to the streets. No chances. Windows are bolted shut, and this is just a secret between you and I. Took to me from below. I actually managed to pull one of those plates off, and behind which is a flat, solid wall. The windows here? We shrugged in disbelief. They don't exist. I wonder if this place is really above ground. Nah, they're all just like fabricated. This clock gave me the creeps, and I couldn't understand why. Maybe I would be able to know the exact reason once I figured out its purpose. Okay, clock, very weird. Stairs, oh, it's even more suspicious. Since I was up there already, it chose to check for anything special I could find in the bookshelves. There were just so many books, though. But there were also some empty spaces between them. In one of them, I found a gold key. Okay, that goes to the thing we found in the book. The handle was shaped like an eye. All you have to do is find this key is to open your eye. Oh my god. Done with the second floor, I walked back down the stairs. Just just now that since you hate Marco's puns and jokes, every time you make a joke, I'm gonna hate yours. It's only natural, Simon. It's only natural. It's only natural. I'm not going to enjoy jokes based on someone who says they hate jokes but then makes jokes themselves. That's very hypocritical. I do not condone that kind of behavior. Not in these parts. Not around these here parts, you cowboy. I opened the book and I sat down. While open, it became clear that this book had nothing in it except a large compartment void of pages cut out in the middle of it all. The golden lock guarded the compartment, which I soon made quick work of by using the key with the high handle. Nice. Nice. The cover was a dead giveaway. So the compartment was another key. This time it was black. The tiny handle was shaped like a clock. It was actually really, really tiny too. Is this kind of windy key? Or like a thing you like wind up toys? The key with a clock on it and the self of codex. Does that mean anything? Inside the compartment were some instructions for the key. My spot is at the end, after every other, as the milliseconds added to hours. Line me. Line me. Load me. Save me. Delete her. Everyone gets the reference. I feel like I was really close to solving this room. Nah, that goes to the clock. Oh gosh, when the puzzle in this game actually does turn up, I'm probably going to be so desensitized. Be like, oh my gosh, interactivity for once? Wow! Like, I'm just going through the motions here. I figured the key I found, which looks like a clock, would be used in the clock itself. Sitting before it, I pushed inside the middle bits, regulating the hands. They can move. I can now move my hands freely. I can now actually grab stuff. Okay. My spot is the end of the line. The end of the line. After all the others. Celophial Codex. Is it all like the words of that book title? Looking at the clock and what letters were on it, I realized it was weird. Oh yeah, it's the letters in 4 clock hands, not just 3. Oh, I see the 4th one now. I don't know why. I just like disregard the second hand thing, the shortest hand, as doesn't exist. It never existed. It doesn't do it. Wait, so that means one's the hour hand, one's the minute hand, one's the hand for the seconds, and the last one is for the milliseconds? 4 letters. Try last, maybe? It's still at the end of after everyone else and has 4 letters. Marco sprung up next to me, having overheard what I've been solving. Here goes. Like, you're not even gonna question the fact he slowly, sneakily went up the stairs and like, hey, try this one. I twisted the winding key to work the hands over, and once they were aligned to make the word last, the clock opened. Then you slid it out, and there's a safe. Oh, I was right, didn't even read that bit. Behind the wall was a safe that seemed like a bit cold to the touch. It's refrigerated. Let's see what's inside. He brought out some sandwiches and a piece of electronics, like a small tablet with a code on it. Oh my god, you really were worried about the food. Okay. A small tab with a code on it. That's mostly likely our password to get out. But why is there food here? I don't care. I'm hungry. He selected one, I took the other. I didn't trust the sandwiches because it seemed really strange, but since Marco was wetting to his own and didn't fall dead, I figured there may not have been any problem with them. I mean, food is food. I mean, Eminem wants to eat some ham and cheese sandwiches. Fine by me. Just couldn't understand. Why? A few minutes passed, we ate our sandwiches, as the hands of the clock did not move at all. Marco was looking at his half-eaten sandwich. Something struck him and he pointed at it. Hey, remember when you said something about sandwiches? Swallow, then talk. It's not polite to talk with your mouth full, and I don't understand anything you're telling me. Oh, shush you. I confused like to do that, finishing with the bite he was chewing. He shook my head in a complete derision. What he wanted to say was apparently so important he risked not being understood. I just remembered, sorry about that, what I was talking about earlier, about hunger? Remember how I said that when you get hungry, you don't really get hungry? I remember that, but it doesn't make any sense. Well, think of it that way. When you get hungry, stomach goes, grrr. You go, oh my god, I'm hungry. It's because your stomach sends a signal to your brain to tell it, yo, I gotta eat, bro. How long do I gotta starve? What you're feeling is basically that. But suppose that your head wouldn't be connected to your body anymore, and you'd still stay alive by some miracle. Your stomach would still growl, but you wouldn't feel it. You wouldn't feel the hunger anymore. That means the stomach is what gets hungry, and the head is what knows the stomach is hungry. Does that make sense? In a weird way. Like a signal, that's what I'm trying to explain. Isn't it enough that you get the signal anyway? Yeah, that makes you feel hungry, but you aren't hungry. He poked my stomach. I pulled away a little to avoid his finger, but he already poked me. Get it now? What you just felt is the same way. I didn't touch you. In fact, I didn't even touch your body. All I touched was your shirt. And your shirt, well, is connected to your skin, which is connected to your nerves, which are connected to your brain. Oh yes, we're going to that level. I love the whole breaking down of the senses thing. I'm loving this. Even touch is a signal, a sense. But did I really touch you? No, because your finger is actually several molecules apart from my shirt, which is also a few molecules apart from my skin. My skin is actually whole layers upon layers of skin and cells and muscles and molecules and oh! Now that's the question. I looked at him with a victorious gleam in my eyes. Oh, this time he was one who would get joked on. Are you trying to create some sort of defense just in case you get arrested for bad touch? Marco laid his hands in defense of himself. Ah, come on, no, of course not. I wouldn't do that. And I'm sure that'll fly very well with your eventual life. Just say, you were really good in bed today, I loved it, and then you say, oh, I didn't really touch you, and that was just a signal. This time I managed to make him avert his eyes. Simon, 1 point. Marco, 5,367 points, maybe. Yeah, the score is very lopsided. Hey, don't delay the lunch either. That was a very bad time for a joke, Simon. You don't read the room too much. Yeah, jeez. Don't delay the lunch either. We gotta eat and get out of here. Right, you got me, fine. No, I'll just finish eating. Even though we're done exploring the space, evidenced by the fact that the passage escape, it felt as though we had yet to see one of the locations. Back into the hallway, a locked door by my progress. And we'll find out that locked door next time. Oh, jeez. The whole thing about the whole stomach and that was just... That's very interesting. I remember reading a book all about, like, letting different, like, senses and all that. Then they talked about, like, different things, like, technically... There's more than 5 senses, what was it? I can't remember them all, but I know one was, like, a sense of, like... You have a sense of balance, that sort of thing. That's like locating your ears, the whole vertigo thing. Stuff like that. I think there was other senses like that, but I might look those up later. But I find all that kind of stuff very interesting. That's why I love these kind of games. Like literally. Had a fun time with Brittany Code, and I'm gonna have a fun time with this. Even just contemplating like the different things I'm gonna bring up all together into a single one-line narrative. Oh boy. Because simplicity breeds complexity. The simplicity gets added and added and added together. Some of its parts. Because it's just how to leave it all. Oh boy. We'll figure out what to the door next time. So, have a fun time watching this. I am playing this. Please see you next time, what time may be, and I'll hope you have a fantastic day.